guys, it's me, Katie B, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Redemption of Callie and Kayden by Jessica Sorensen. I'll read you the synopsis and then I'll give you my review. The dark secret Kayden has kept hidden for years is finally out. Worse, he's facing charges for battery. The only way to clear his name is for Callie to speak up something he'll never ask her to do. Instead, he'll do whatever he must to protect her, even if it means letting go of the only girl he's ever loved. Callie knows Kayden is going back to his dark place and desperately wants to save him, but that means facing her greatest fear and admitting her own painful secrets aloud. The thought of breaking her silence terrifies her, but not as much as the thought of losing Kayden forever. Despite deep in her heart, Callie knows the time has come for her and Kayden to forget the pain of the past. With the help of her friends Seth and Luke, she makes a plan to show Kayden the life they could have. But can she convince him they can make a fresh start together, or is she already too late? The first one in the series really kind of focused on Callie's journey in admitting to someone that what had happened to her, and also the journey of falling in love with Kayden, which kind of was a lovely story. I loved it. And obviously he gets into trouble at the end, which is where kind of this book starts to pick up from. It's just after this has happened, and so in this book it's more about Callie's journey to kind of get across to everyone else that she's been hiding the truth from, that the pain of her past. I'm not going to say it like in my last review. I want to keep it a little bit spoiler free so that you can experience that for yourselves. And because she kept it hidden from her mum, and it's really about kind of saying to her mum and her brother what happened to her, why she's been acting the way she has for years. And I love the fact that she couldn't have done it without Kayden having come into her life, because if it hadn't have been for him coming and opening her up in the first book, she wouldn't have been sitting in this book, trying to come up with the right way to say what she has to say, to be able to be with him. And it's kind of seeing her make that decision to say, you know what, the past is the past. This is what happened to me, but I want to be with Kayden, and because I love him and I don't want to let the past rule me. And that's a really cool part. It's a really nice kind of transition from the first book to the second book, and Sorensen does it really, really well, and I love her writing. Sorensen keeps me gripped despite dyslexia, because sometimes I can get a bit scatterbrained and go off on so many different tangents so easily. I mean, I can read a sentence and then go on to something else because I got distracted. And it's when I find an author that can keep me there in bed or on the sofa for hours and can keep me awake until the release date so that I can go and get it and download it and be able to read it again, and it's like, oh, finally I can read this book, and I've been waiting for it, and yay. So this is one of those books where, you know, you're lucky if they're all out, because then you can just go and buy one, read it, get the next one, read it, get the next one, read it, kind of thing. And I wish in some ways that, you know, I hadn't have found it until now, and then could read them all in quick whatever the word is. I don't know what the word is. I'm sorry. go from one to the other to the next, and that's what I mean. That's what I mean. You know what I mean, right? Yeah? Yeah? You know what I mean? Good. So yeah, in some ways I wish I kind of could have found it now so that I could do that. But then I would have been having years missing out on this author that is just incredible, and I love her stuff. I've got so many of her books on my Kindle, it's unreal. So yeah. Go and buy it. I'll put the links down below for you guys so that you can pick it up for yourself and you can go and enjoy it. Honestly, you'll love them. Both this book and the last one. You'll love them. Trust me. I know my books. What's that I hear? You will go and pick it up? Great. See you in the next episode, guys. Bye-bye.